Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to physics class. This is our last video, last part of the chapter Spectra. In the previous classes, you learned about the uses of electromagnetic waves, and we stopped by discussing about uses of ultraviolet rays and infrared radiation. In this part, we are going to explore more about the next electromagnetic wave, microwaves. Microwave is another form of electromagnetic waves that have wavelength ranging from about 1 meter to 1 millimeter. They have frequencies between 300 MHz and 300 GHz. Microwave also exhibit the basic properties of electromagnetic waves. Like all electromagnetic waves, microwaves produce a heating effect when they are absorbed. When they heat material, they can make atoms and molecules in the metal vibrate. The amount of heating depends on the intensity of the microwave radiation and how much time the material is exposed to the radiation. They also have the ability to pass through glass and plastic objects. Microwaves have probably the most obvious applications. One among them is long distance wireless transmission. Most wireless transmission systems are based on microwave technology. They are used to transmit signals as long as there are no obstacles or buildings in their path to distract them. If the transmitter and receiver of the microwave signals are within line of sight, then the communication is little bit easier. For this reason, antennas like this are placed at a height like on the rooftop of a building. Students, have you ever wondered how astronauts in space get to communicate with their families back while they spend countless months orbiting the Earth? They do it with the help of microwaves, and this is satellite communication. Satellites can transmit signals to the Earth using microwaves. Unlike other waves in electromagnetic spectrum, they can bypass the atmosphere of the Earth to relay information. Examples of satellite communication using microwaves include radio and television program transmission, Earth monitoring for weather information, and international phone calls. The most familiar use of microwave is cell phone communication. They are used as a medium for transmitting information between mobile devices. When you send a message, voice call, or a video clip to your friend's mobile, first they are transformed to electrical signals which are then sent through microwaves to the nearest cell tower. From this point, it is passed to the destination device, that means to your friend's mobile, and the signal is decoded to photos or videos. It takes only a very short time for this transmission. And the best part is that they don't require any cable connection between the devices. Or we can say that microwave makes wireless communication possible. Next popular and common use of microwave radiation is microwave ovens. These electronics became widely popular in 1970s when this seemingly magical box could heat food and even cook it without any visible heat source. It was mind blowing. At very high intensity, microwaves can also be used to heat things. This is the basic principle behind microwave oven. When you place the food to be heated or cooked in the oven, microwaves bounce around the oven and heat the food through radiation. The microwave beam, when they pass through the food, excites the molecules within the food. This in turn increases the kinetic energy of the molecules and the food is finally heated. Since microwaves only travel in a single direction, the plate of food has to be rotated for every part of it to get heated. Students, you can realize now that today microwaves power nearly everything around us, from facilitating cellular communication to providing a quick, easy, and convenient solution for heating food. The last electromagnetic wave we are going to learn about is radio waves. First, let us know some basic facts about radio waves. Radio waves are a type of electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths in the electromagnetic spectrum longer than infrared light. Radio waves have frequencies as high as 300 GHz to as low as 3 kHz. The wavelength range of radio wave is from 1 mm to 100 km. Like all other electromagnetic waves, radio waves also travel at the speed of light in vacuum. Students, do you know who discovered radio waves? Radio waves were first predicted by British mathematical physicist James Clerk Maxwell in his famous mathematical work Maxwell's Equation, done in 1867. This theory predicted that both electric and magnetic field could travel through space together as an electromagnetic wave. Later, this prediction was made to reality by German physicist Heinrich Hertz in 1887. He generated radio waves in his laboratory, showing that they exhibited the same wave properties as light. The first name given to radio waves was Hertzian wave, and this was later replaced around in 1912 as radio waves. Radio waves are used for communication, such as broadcasting television and radio communication and satellite transmission. Radio waves are transmitted easily through air. They do not cause damage if absorbed by the human body, and they can be reflected to change their direction. These properties make them ideal for communication, and radio waves are used to broadcast radio and television signals. They are sent out from an aerial, that means from a transmitter which is placed a few kilometers away, to be captured by an aerial, that is the receiver, which is placed on the roof of a house. Students, you saw that there are many uses of electromagnetic waves. But there are certain types of electromagnetic radiation that can be harmful to us. You may not be fully aware of it, but we use objects and appliances that give off such energy. This energy may potentially be damaging to us. The disadvantages of electromagnetic waves are collectively known as electromagnetic hazards. Examples of hazards of electromagnetic radiation could be a cell phone, power line, as well as a transformer. Let's learn what are the possible effects of electromagnetic radiation exposure and hazards of electromagnetic radiation. Microwave radiation is used for communication, radar, and even cooking. But long-term exposure to this type of radiation can result in many health problems like cataracts. Cataracts affects our eyes. Overexposure to microwaves build up a protein that covers our eyes, that means the lens of the eyes, and this can lead to blurred vision and eventually blindness. It can also lead to blisters on the skin. A blister is a raised portion of the skin that is filled with fluid inside. Microwave radiation can also badly affect our hearing ability. Sterility and microwave auditory effect, which is hearing buzzing or microwave pulses. We usually hold the mobile phones close to our head. Studies show that it affects our brain since mobile phones emit microwave radiations. You have already learned that infrared is emitted by hot objects. High levels of infrared emission could cause glass blower's cataract. This is usually observed in welders who do not use a tinted glass while working that protect their eyes from extreme hotness. The ultraviolet rays that we receive directly from sunlight can lead to many health problems. Overexposure to it can cause sunburn, which can make our skin red, hot, and sore. It can cause cataracts, which leads to blindness. The extreme effect of ultraviolet rays is melanoma. It is a serious type of cancer. This affects the melanocytes, which are the cells that produce melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its color. Melanoma can also form in your eyes and rarely inside your body, such as in your nose or throat. Ultraviolet rays can also lead to wrinkles, freckles, liver spots, and damage to the cornea of eyes. X-rays, as we know, are used for medical imaging and skin cancer treatment. Yet, exposure to this kind of radiation can damage or kill our cells. This increases our risk of developing certain type of cancer such as myeloma and thyroid cancer. It can also lead to mutation and genetic damage and even affect an unborn child. People who work with X-rays must minimize their exposure. They can do this by standing well away when a patient is being examined or by enclosing the equipment in a metal case which will absorb X-rays. Studies show that Gamma rays can help treat cancer, but they can also cause certain type of cancer. Aside from that, it can lead to genetic and tissue damage. Short exposure to gamma rays can cause radiation poisoning, but large doses of gamma rays can cause diarrhea, headache, hair loss, and even delayed healing. These all are the major drawbacks of electromagnetic waves. From this, you can realize that as we invent new wireless technologies, we introduce new electromagnetic radiation hazards. So students, this was the last part of the chapter Spectra. We have completed our second term syllabus. Hope you all enjoyed learning through distance education. Thank you so much for watching the videos. All of you stay home, stay safe. Thank you.